who drive a Hyundai or a Kia could be eligible for a free replacement engine. Trouble is, many of them don't know it and are paying big repair bills or even scrapping their cars.
Well, Ford recalled more than 130,000 EcoSports, Focuses, and Fiestas from 2016 through 2022.
The lawsuit alleges that Ford knew about this defect in its 1-liter EcoBoost engines as far back as 2016.
What if your brand new engine failed before 100,000 miles? Not because you neglected it, but because it was broken from the factory. These 10 engines have well-documented design problems that mechanics recognize on site. Stretched timing chains, oil consumption disasters, coolant intrusion, and complete engine destruction on some of America's most popular vehicles. This list is based on mechanic reports, technical service bulletins, recalls, and long-term owner complaints. It's important to note, not every single engine here will fail, but these engines have well-documented patterns of failure that mechanics see repeatedly. Now I want to hear from you. Do you own one of these vehicles, or has your engine already given you trouble? Drop your experience in the comments below. And if this video saves you from a costly mistake, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe for more. Let's count them down. Engine number 10, Ford 1.5-liter EcoBoost Dragon engine. Ford's EcoBoost lineup helped launch the downsized turbo revolution. Small engine, big power, impressive fuel economy. That was the promise when the 1.5-liter EcoBoost landed in the Escape, Fusion, and Focus. But this engine developed a problem mechanics now recognize instantly: coolant intrusion into the cylinders. Certain versions of this engine developed a design flaw allowing coolant to leak directly into the combustion chamber. Once that happens, drivers notice misfires, white exhaust smoke, overheating, and rough running, and the damage escalates fast. Coolant in the cylinder doesn't just cause performance problems, but it causes catastrophic internal engine damage. Some owners reported complete engine failure well before 80,000 miles. Ford eventually redesigned the block, but millions of earlier engines were already on the road by then. The repair? Full engine replacement. Cost? $5,000 to $8,000. Think about that for a second. You bought a small turbo engine specifically to save money on fuel. Instead, you're facing an $8,000 repair before the car hits 80,000 miles. The fuel savings don't come close to covering that. Ford redesigned the block in later production, but if you're looking at a used Escape or Fusion with this engine, verifying which block version is inside it isn't optional. It's essential. Engine number 9, Chrysler 2.7-liter V6. The Chrysler 2.7-liter V6 appeared in the Dodge Intrepid, Chrysler Sebring, and Dodge Stratus. On paper, it looked like a modern, efficient engine for mid-size sedans. In repair shops across the country, it became something else entirely. The biggest problem? Oil sludge. Because of the engine's internal design and high operating temperatures, oil broke down faster than expected. When oil degrades under heat, it turns into thick, sticky deposits that clog oil passages and choke off lubrication throughout the engine. Once sludge starts forming, the damage snowballs. Oil flow drops. Timing chains stretch. Oil pumps struggle. Bearings wear prematurely. Eventually, the engine seizes completely. Here's what made this especially brutal for owners. Many failures happened with relatively normal maintenance. People weren't neglecting their cars. The engine was failing them. For mechanics of that era, a Chrysler 2.7-liter arriving with sludge damage wasn't a surprise. It was a routine Tuesday. Engine number 8, BMW N63 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8. On paper, the BMW N63 looks like a masterpiece. Twin-turbocharged 4.4-liter V8, massive power, smooth refinement, premium engineering. In repair shops, it developed a very different reputation. The problem comes down to heat. BMW used a hot V design. Turbochargers mounted inside the V of the engine instead of outside it. That improves throttle response and packaging, but it also traps enormous heat inside the engine bay continuously. And over time, that heat destroys things. Valve stem seals wear out prematurely, leading to heavy oil consumption. Fuel injectors and ignition components fail earlier than expected. Rubber seals and plastic parts degrade faster under the constant heat cycle. The problems became so widespread that BMW launched an official customer care package program, quietly acknowledging just how serious the situation had become. For owners of these luxury vehicles, repairs escalate quickly. Once multiple components start failing together, bills can reach $10,000 or more. What makes the N63 situation even harder to swallow is the timing of the failures. These engines don't typically collapse at 30,000 miles, when you might still have warranty coverage. They start showing serious symptoms right around the 60,000 to 90,000 mile mark, just far enough down the road that many owners are out of warranty and fully exposed to repair costs. BMW's Hot V design created a slow-burning reliability problem that was engineered right into the engine from day one. And the owners who suffer most are the second and third buyers who picked up these vehicles used, had no idea what was coming, and are now holding repair bills bigger than what they paid for the car. You paid a premium price for a premium vehicle. Instead, you're managing a heat-related reliability crisis that BMW had to address with a special remediation program. That's not what anyone signs up for when they buy a luxury V8. Engine number 7, Subaru FA20/FB20. Subaru's boxer engine layout is one of the most distinctive designs in the mainstream market. Cylinders lying flat instead of upright, lowering the center of gravity and improving handling balance. It's a genuine engineering advantage, but some modern Subaru engines, specifically the FA20 and FB20 found in the WRX, Forester, and Crosstrek, developed a serious problem: excessive oil consumption. The cause is piston ring design. These engines use low-tension piston rings to reduce friction and improve fuel economy. The trade-off is that those rings don't always seal tightly enough. Oil slips past them and burns inside the combustion chamber. If drivers don't catch the dropping oil level, the engine runs dangerously low on lubrication. And when oil levels fall too low, rod bearings wear rapidly. From there, serious internal damage follows quickly. Here's the real danger. Oil consumption doesn't announce itself loudly. No warning light, no obvious symptom. The engine just quietly drinks its own oil between changes until something catastrophic happens. Subaru issued technical service bulletins and extended warranties on certain vehicles. But the problem remains: one mechanic still flag immediately when these engines come in. Engine number 6, Hyundai/KIA 2.4 liters, Theta 2. If one engine caused a genuine industry scandal, it's the Hyundai and Kia Theta 2.4 liter. Used in the Hyundai Sonata, Santa Fe, Kia Optima, and Kia Sportage, this engine became infamous for one devastating reason: metal debris left inside the engine during manufacturing. Those metal particles circulated through the oil system. Over time, they damaged bearings and internal components. Eventually, engines developed rod knock, that loud, deep knocking sound that means severe internal damage has already occurred. In the worst cases, engines seized completely while drivers were on the highway. No warning, no gradual decline, just sudden total engine failure at highway speeds. Millions of vehicles were affected. Massive recalls followed. Class action lawsuits were filed. Hyundai and Kia ultimately paid billions in settlements. And the root cause wasn't aggressive driving or neglected maintenance. It was metal shavings left in the engine at the factory. Owners did nothing wrong. The manufacturing process failed them from day one. If you're still watching, you already know more than most car buyers out there. Hit that like button right now and subscribe, because the top 5 engines on this list get significantly worse. You don't want to miss it. Engine number 5, GM 2.4 liter Ecotec, LEA/LAF. General Motors' 2.4 liter Ecotec was supposed to be a reliable, fuel-efficient 4-cylinder for everyday drivers. It powered the Chevy Equinox, GMC Terrain, Buick Verano, and Chevy Malibu, mainstream vehicles that millions of families depended on daily. The problem that emerged was serious: excessive oil consumption. In some cases, these engines burned through a full quart of oil every 1,000 miles. The issue is linked to piston ring design and PCV system problems that allow oil to enter the combustion chamber during normal operation. Here's why that matters beyond just adding oil more often. As consumption increases, the engine runs dangerously low on lubrication between service intervals. Timing chains stretch prematurely. Bearings begin to fail. And in severe cases, the engine seizes completely. A quart every 1,000 miles sounds manageable until you realize most drivers don't check their oil between changes. By the time they bring it in, the damage is already done. For families driving Equinoxes and Terrains on tight budgets, discovering an engine problem like this isn't just inconvenient, it's financially devastating. Engine number 4, Volkswagen EA888. Early versions. The Volkswagen EA888 turbo engine powers the GTI, Passat, Tiguan, and Audi A4. Later versions have proven reasonably reliable, but early generations developed a weakness mechanics still warn about today: timing chain tensioner failure. The tensioner's job is to keep the timing chain properly aligned so the pistons and valves stay perfectly synchronized. When it fails, the chain loosens. And when timing goes off on an interference engine, the results aren't just bad, they're catastrophic. The pistons and valves collide. Severe internal engine damage follows almost immediately. Volkswagen eventually updated the tensioner design, but earlier engines are still out there in large numbers, and mechanics know exactly what to look for when one of these rolls in with rough running or a check engine light. If you own an early EA888 and haven't replaced that tensioner yet, that conversation with your mechanic needs to happen soon. Engine number 3, Ford 3.5-liter EcoBoost, early models. The Ford 3.5-liter EcoBoost Phi-6 powers some of the most popular vehicles on American roads: the F-150, Explorer, and Lincoln Navigator. Strong performance, good efficiency. For most owners, it delivers on that promise. But early versions developed a problem mechanics still bring up regularly: premature timing chain stretch. Turbocharged engines produce high torque at low RPM. That's part of what makes them feel so strong. But those same characteristics place constant stress on the timing chain. Over time, that stress causes the chain to stretch earlier than it should. Symptoms include rough running, check engine lights, and reduced power. If the issue isn't caught early, timing drifts far enough to cause serious internal damage. For F-150 owners specifically, this is a painful problem. These trucks are work vehicles. Contractors, tradespeople, and business owners depend on them daily. An engine issue that takes your truck off the road for weeks doesn't just cost repair money, it costs income. Engine number 2, Toyota 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6 V35A-FTS. This one is different from the rest of the list, and that difference matters. Toyota replaced its long-running, naturally aspirated V8 with the twin-turbo 3.5-liter V6 in the Tundra, Sequoia, and Lexus LS 500. The new engine delivers stronger power and better fuel efficiency. Technically impressive by any standard, but mechanics are watching it carefully. And here's why. Twin turbochargers. Direct injection, higher cylinder pressures, variable valve timing. This engine is significantly more complex than the simple overbuilt V8S that made Toyota's reliability reputation. More complexity doesn't automatically mean failure, but it does mean more things that can go wrong and less margin for error when something does. Early recalls for machining debris and bearing failures have already raised concern, and because the engine is still relatively new, the real test hasn't happened yet. That test comes when these vehicles cross 150,000 to 200,000 miles. For drivers who bought a Tundra specifically because of Toyota's legendary durability, built on decades of simple, conservative engine design, that uncertainty is a legitimate concern. The old V8 was virtually indestructible. Whether this engine earns the same reputation is still an open question. Engine number 1, BMW N 22.0-liter turbo. Number 1 on this list is the BMW N20 turbocharged 4-cylinder. And the reason it's at the top comes down to one catastrophically bad design decision. The N20 powered the 328i, X3, and 528i. Strong performance, good efficiency. By most measures, a capable engine. But it became notorious for one extremely expensive failure: timing chain guide collapse. The guides that keep the timing chain aligned are made of plastic. Under constant heat and mechanical stress, that plastic becomes brittle. It cracks, it breaks. And when the guide fails, the timing chain slips. Because the N20 is an interference engine, a slipped chain sends the pistons and valves straight into each other. The internal damage is immediate and severe. In most cases, the repair isn't a timing chain replacement. It's a full engine replacement. Cost often exceeding $10,000. The failures became widespread enough that multiple lawsuits were filed. Owners who bought these BMWs expecting premium reliability found themselves facing engine-destroying failures caused by a plastic part that cost almost nothing to manufacture. A $10,000 repair caused by a plastic guide on a $50,000 car. That's the N20 story, and it's exactly why mechanics put it at the top of this list. And here's what makes this especially difficult for owners to accept. The timing chain failure doesn't always come with a long warning window. Some engines throw early symptoms: a rattling noise on cold start, a check engine light for timing correlation, but plenty of N20s have failed with almost no warning at all. One day the car runs fine, next it's on a flatbed. For drivers who depend on their vehicle daily, that unpredictability is almost worse than the repair bill itself. At least with a gradual failure you can plan. With the N20, the engine can go from functional to destroyed between one drive and the next, and the only thing standing between you and that outcome was a piece of plastic BMW chose not to upgrade. These 10 engines all tell the same story. Cutting corners on design, manufacturing failures, and overcomplicated engineering created a wave of owners facing repair bills that dwarf what they ever expected to pay. The engines that made this list weren't just unlucky. They had documented, repeated, predictable failures, and in some cases manufacturers later acknowledged these issues through recalls or service programs. But this list could also be your protection. Knowing what to avoid before you buy could save you thousands. Now I want to hear from you. Do you own one of these engines, or have you already dealt with one of these failures? Share your story in the comments below. And if this video helped you, smash that like button and subscribe for more auto insights. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.